Good afternoon, friends. This is Preeta Jha. This is the fourth video in the series of videos on POCSO and child sexual abuse. Today, we're going to look at the role of the police in POCSO. What are the different responsibilities that the police have? So please remember that police are the main interface of the criminal justice system, and how the police interact with the children and their families really determines the impression of the survivor and the family in terms of being supported or not being supported. So it's very important that the police are child friendly as the Act requires, and they are child sensitive as the Act requires. So there are a number of provisions in the police to make the police child sensitive and child friendly. First of all, the Act says that the police should not wear a uniform because children may get scared. They have to interview the children in plain clothes. They have to interview the child at a place where the child is comfortable. So that is mainly their home, but obviously in a case where somebody in the home is the accused, then that won't be appropriate. So, and they have to ensure the comfort of the child by ensuring that there is an adult, usually parents, who's there with the child when the statement is being taken. Now, in practice, I've seen many times that this provision is not being followed. It really needs to be followed by the police to ensure that the child is comfortable. So either the parents or another person that the child has trust and confidence in. The other provisions include that if it's a female victim that and there's a complaint of rape or sexual assault, then it should be a female police officer. It has to be a female police officer, again to ensure comfort of the child. The police are also supposed to take help from the appropriate expert. If they have a Bengali speaking child in Gujarat, they have to take help of an expert who speaks Bengali to translate what the child wants to say. They don't make the child speak in Gujarati or in a language that the child is not comfortable. The police have to make the provisions to ensure the child is comfortable. These are all provisions to ensure that the child does not suffer as they encounter the criminal justice system. That also includes not having any kind of encounter with the accused, because that can cause trauma to the child if they meet the accused whilst the investigation process is underway. That could be at the police station, or it could be at court or anywhere else. So whilst the investigation process is underway, it is the duty of the police to ensure that there is no confrontation between the child and the accused. Where disabled children are concerned, the police must identify the correct disability, because we've had a case in which the police did not identify the correct disability. The child was not deaf, and the police did a normal medical general practitioner report, and the doctor said the child was deaf. The child actually had an intellectual disability, and for that, once the correct expert was identified and supported the child to give his or her evidence, you will find that there is a conviction, because the child is able to give their evidence much better with the correct expert. So you have to identify the correct disability. If it's an intellectual disability, you need an expert on intellectual disability. If it's a mental disability, you need an expert on mental disability to help the child give his or her best evidence in court. It's also sensitive, and it's also important to have audiovisual recording of children, particularly disabled and very young children, because what they can tell on video camera immediately after the incident may be much better than what they will be able to handle many months or years after the incident. And the examination in chief can be the video evidence in POCSO cases. So it's important where possible to do audiovisual recording of the evidence. Also, another very important point in relation to the role of the police is that they have a duty to ensure that no child is detained at the police station in the night. And they are the persons who have a duty to give the child or child's parents all the information about the infrastructure support they have to take the child for a medical examination. They can tell the child about NGOs who work on legal aid, or tell them about the DLSA, the District Legal Services Authority, to get legal aid. They can tell the child about the compensation available under POCSO. They can tell the child about counseling, and they can tell the child about the availability of support persons who can help them as they navigate the criminal justice system. Okay, thank you.